Welcome to the Explainer. You know, the world actually runs on this hidden operating system. It's a set of rules and strategies that, well, most adults honestly never really talk about. But some people figure them out eventually, and I want you to know them, right now. Today, we're opening up a special guide just for you about something absolutely massive happening right outside our windows. Lately, as I've been watching these grand shifts in tech, I realized something crazy. The cars driving past us, they're no longer just comfortable sofas with four wheels. No way. They are literally transforming into giant, walking artificial intelligence robots. Think of it kind of like Iron Man's armor finally fully connecting to his super smart AI assistant Jarvis. It's a dream collaboration, and it's happening right this very second.
So, I gotta ask you, did you know your car is becoming a giant robot? Because the future of driving, it's not gonna rely on human hands gripping a steering wheel. Not at all. It's gonna rely on this incredible partnership between the car's very own brain, which we call edge computing, and a massive, powerful supercomputer floating up in the cloud. I want to entrust you with the insider's guide on how this whole thing works, because understanding this, it means understanding the future itself.
Okay, part one, the secret of car cloud, edge and cloud computing.
To really get this, imagine we're training the absolute ultimate swordsman, like somebody straight out of the Demon Slayer core, right? On the left side, we have the car's own internal brain. That's edge computing. This is the swordsman's instant muscle reflex. If a dog suddenly runs out into the street, the car has to react in 0.001 seconds. It can't just sit there and wait for an internet connection to figure out what to do. It has to dodge or brake immediately. But then on the right side, we have cloud computing. This is like the swordsman's headquarters or a master's ultimate training diary. It's constantly gathering every single crazy, near-miss corner case from thousands of cars around the entire world. It takes all those near accidents, endlessly levels up the driving algorithm in a supercomputer, and then sends those newly perfected skills right back down to every single car. So the car handles the instant reflexes, and the cloud just endlessly grinds for experience points.
Moving on to Section 2, the autonomous butterfly effect. The autonomous revolution. Now, when those two systems perfectly link up, a butterfly flapping its wings in some tech lab is about to completely reshape our global daily life.
Just imagine a world where you never, ever have to take a driver's license test. The whole definition of taxi drivers and truck drivers is going to completely change. Accidents caused by, being super tired or looking at a phone, they'll vanish. Even traffic lights might just disappear completely, because cars will simply communicate with each other, calculating the exact perfect microsecond to cross intersections without ever colliding. It's like a perfectly choreographed dance. And right at the absolute center of this revolution, Taiwan. This new era requires the universe's most powerful AI chips, the most ridiculously sensitive sensors, and high-bandwidth servers. Taiwan's semiconductor and electronic manufacturing industries hold the absolute critical chokehold here. They're the top supplier, basically the ultimate arms dealer, providing all the essential hardware to every single global tech giant.
Section 3, Future Wealth Codes and Investment Opportunities. You see, knowing how the world works is the very first step to finding your place in it. I've watched markets in tech shift for decades now, seeing both wild bubbles and absolute miracles. So how do you, as a super intelligent young person, position your own future and your own savings?
Well, these right here are the three musketeers of future investment. First up, AI compute. The cloud requires astronomical numbers of chips, so the companies providing and manufacturing this core computing power are an absolute necessity. Second, high-end cooling systems. When the cloud brain thinks too fast, it literally gets a fever. So the businesses providing liquid cooling to these overheated servers, they are going to be incredibly lucrative. And third, car cameras and sensors. For a car to actually see the road, it needs dozens of optical lenses and LiDAR systems acting as its eyes. This is the hardware that makes the whole magic trick possible.
All right, Section 4, Tech World Cafe. Let's look at the global players. Picture this cinematic, almost cyberpunk scene, okay? We're in this secret world cafe, bathed in blue LED light. There's the faint smell of roasted Ethiopian coffee beans mixed with the ozone from hot servers. And sitting around this massive table are the global powers, negotiating the future of autonomous driving like characters in a high-stakes movie.
At the head of the table sits the United States. Supremely confident, action-driven, holding a black coffee. They aren't just here to play the game. They are weaving the underlying logic. From controlling the massive cloud compute power to dictating the ground regulations and the laws, their ultimate goal is to set the gold standards that the rest of the world absolutely must follow.
Sitting quietly over in the shadows, though, is China. Sipping dark tea, playing a really deep, long-term strategy. See, for a decade now, they've been building vast fleets of new energy vehicles and closed test tracks. They are quietly, patiently, gathering the world's most massive data set, completely confident that whoever holds the most data will eventually have the smartest system.
Then you have the structural rationality of Japan and Germany. They're sitting there looking at exact measurements. To them, autonomous driving allows for absolutely zero room for risk. They emphasize extreme craftsmanship, zero-error safety, and the absolute necessity of a flawless 5G and 6G infrastructure. For them, a system has to be mathematically perfect before a single human life is entrusted to it.
Across the table from them are India and Vietnam. They represent vital adaptability. India brings this massive, flexible army of software engineers, totally ready to write and rewrite the complex code that makes all these expensive chips actually run. Meanwhile, Vietnam sits silently, representing Southeast Asia's readiness as the ultimate reliable manufacturing base to physically build this brand new world.
And right in the center, gently connecting everyone together, is Taiwan, holding a warm cup of pearl milk tea, perceptive and quiet. Taiwan understands the ambition, the strictness, and the incredible drive of everyone else at that table. They don't need to fight for the dominance at the spotlight. Instead, they act as the ultimate backup. They're supplying the critical chips, the complex hardware, and those advanced cooling systems that every single one of those other powers desperately needs just to survive.
So Section 5, Network Externalities, the Snowball Effect. Why are all these massive countries and tech giants racing so hard, burning literal billions of dollars just to be first? Well, there's a hidden economic math operating behind the scenes here, and I really want you to understand it.
The crucial point here is a concept called network externalities. Now, I know it sounds like super complicated academic jargon, but it's actually incredibly simple. It's just a snowball effect. Think about your favorite online games, like Arena of Valor or Roblox. If you were literally the only person on Earth playing Roblox, it would be incredibly boring and totally useless. But because millions of players are online, you get instant matchmaking, rich interactions, and shared tactics. The product becomes way more valuable simply because more people are using it. Now, take that exact idea and apply it to autonomous cars. If there's only one self-driving car on the road, it's actually quite dumb. It doesn't see or know much. But imagine 1 million cars of the exact same brand out there on the streets, all simultaneously experiencing crazy road conditions, sudden stops, and strange obstacles. They instantly share all that data right back to the cloud. In 1 single second, the cloud brain learns 1 million new foolproof mechanisms. This makes the leading company's system so unbelievably smart so quickly that it becomes mathematically impossible for any competitor to ever catch up. And that right there, that is exactly why they are racing.
Which brings us to Section 6, Immediate Action Plan. Let's prepare for the future. Hearing all this, the massive global battles, the billions of dollars, the giant supercomputers, it might feel kind of huge, right? But I want to bring this directly back to your life, right now, because there are real actionable steps you can take today to get ready for this.
First, always remember this. AI only uses data from the past. It doesn't know how to dream. Humans create the future. The ultimate protection against being replaced by robots in the workforce isn't trying to out-memorize a machine. You can't. It's learning systemic thinking. It's learning how to be truly creative and how to clearly communicate with AI to make it do exactly what you want. You don't compete with the tool, you master the tool. So here are 2 things you can literally do tomorrow. First, activate your Tech Radar Eye. Next time you're in the car with your parents or just walking down the street, start actively looking at the new electric vehicles. Can you spot those little black boxes on the roof? Those are LiDAR sensors. Count the cameras on the sides. Train yourself to actually see the future happening in real time all around you.
Second, start a micro savings plan. Take your allowance and just divide it up. Keep some for fun, keep some for emergencies, sure. But take a small slice and call it your future investment fund. You might not be buying tech stocks quite yet, but you can use that money to buy an awesome book on tech trends or subscribe to a really great learning channel. Investing in your own brain, that is the highest return investment you will ever make.
You have a brilliant mind, and you are living in one of the most exciting eras in all of human history. I'm sharing all these secrets with you because I deeply respect your potential, and I know for a fact you have a vital place in this new technological world. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought to ponder today. As the cars out there become robots and the clouds become brains, how will you use your unique creativity to shape the AI future? Keep asking questions, keep observing the world, and I'll see you next time on The Explainer.